California is on track to become the first in the nation to require workplace training about gender identity. This new bill comes in response to a new survey. It shows a high unemployment rate in the transgender community.
The National Gender Discrimination Study shows transgender workers experience unemployment 3 times the national average. Right now, transgender people report unemployment at 15%. That's versus the national average of 5%.
So what new protections is the transgender community proposing? CBS 13's Lamore Abrams is at the state capitol getting answers.
Advocates say discrimination against transgender employees is still a big problem in California, and this bill would change that. But critics say protections for transgender workers would only violate their co-workers' religious freedoms.
People don't understand.
Rachel Hudson is the guru for transgender training. She offers free education on how to communicate with and around a transgender coworker.
For a trans person, it's tough, especially misgendering a trans person.
Hudson made the transition from male to female more than 10 years ago. The difference now is California has laws shielding transgender workers, including a new one that requires all single-stall bathrooms to be gender neutral. But civil rights advocates say there are just not enough rules protecting transgender people against discrimination on the job.
This is really about respecting people for who they are.
Joe Michael is with Equality California. He's pushing a new bill dubbed the Transgender Work Opportunity Act.
There's just a lack of acceptance of people who are transgender.
The bill would apply to every employer in California with 50 or more employees, requiring training on gender harassment as part of current sexual harassment training. And it reaffirms that transgender workers are allowed to go by their preferred names and pronouns.
You are now forcing them to say something that they don't believe in.
Greg Bird is with California Family Council, a conservative Christian group worried that Democratic lawmakers are threatening workers' religious liberties.
Training that requires you to teach something that opposes your fundamental views, that's going to be an issue.
But if acceptance is the issue, Hudson believes they can all work together to solve that.
What I've experienced, for the most part, is people want to know and they just don't.
The Transgender Work Opportunity Act is heading to the Assembly for a vote. It's one of several state bills dealing with gender discrimination here in California.
All right, very interesting. Lamore Abrams for us tonight at the state capitol.